Well, it wasn't your typical Monday here in Lincoln. Hi, Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com. Typically, Nebraska would be looking at their first game and then getting ready for a new opponent. Well, obviously, we know here today that Nebraska didn't play over the weekend, so they still tried to keep things, though, as normal as possible. And in general, it was a very good opening day of practice here as the Huskers got ready for Colorado.
The challenge is you don't get the benefit of your first game going into the second one. Most coaches will say you improve the most between game one and game two. We don't get the benefit of that, so we're going to have to make up for it in practice. We had our best, one of the best Mondays I've ever seen a team have today, so we're on the right track. And this coaching staff's been through this. We're snake bit. I think this is our third year in a row we've had a game canceled, so we're used to dealing with this, and we'll do our best to get the guys ready.
Once I knew the game was canceled, my mind shifted to, okay, well, Colorado. And I think it was just kind of a focal point today to make sure everyone knew, we're that's behind us now. Akron, that game that got canceled, that is what it is. We got to move on to Colorado. So that's what I was just really trying to push today, trying to have my best day, trying to go hard. And I think a lot of guys were the same.
We were all upset about it. We were so ready to play, so prepared. And, that's behind us now, and we're ready to attack Colorado. And we had an awesome Monday practice today.
We've moved on. They're talking about rescheduling or whatever. We can't really worry about that now. It's Monday, new week. We're focused on Colorado and just being able to get excited and play those guys.
As for that lost game with Akron, both head coach Scott Frost and multiple players said they would really like the chance to get a 12th game on the schedule somewhere.
At this point, any scenario isn't ideal. Playing 12 straight weeks, it certainly isn't ideal for any team. Depth is a little bit of an issue for us at certain positions, and it's certainly not ideal for us. But given the choice, I know that they're kind of researching and looking into all options. Given the choice, these guys have worked so hard; they deserve to play a full slate of games. So if they give us an option to fill that game in somewhere, we're going to take it.
Definitely, I want to play as many games as I can. I want to play 15 this year, so I want more games.
Moving forward now to this week, the challenge will be getting ready for a Colorado team that has one game underneath their belt against Colorado State this past Friday night. And, in some ways that could be an advantage for them or even a disadvantage.
I suppose we get a little bit of an advantage that they don't have a game to look at. They have all our stuff from other places to look at, and that's a lot of stuff. So I'm sure they're not going to know what we're leaning toward running or know as much about our personnel. I don't think that's as much an advantage as having a game under your belt. But, hey, those are the cards we're dealt, and we're going to attack practice all week and come out and attack the game.
And this will be the first of 4 meetings between Nebraska and Colorado over the next few years as the Huskers will renew a long-lived Big 8 and Big 12 rivalry.
I got great memories of it. There were 2 really good games. It was the type of game that even if one team was quite a bit better than the other, it was always going to be close and physical and a hard-fought game. So I don't expect anything different Saturday.
It's definitely special. I know a lot of those guys on the opposite end and have a great amount of respect for Coach McIntyre and his program. So just excited to go against those guys that some of them I played high school ball with.
I know there's a huge rivalry between it. It goes way back there, and I'm glad they get to come to our house first, and it's going to be our first game of the season, and we're excited.
I heard it goes way back in the day, so I'm kind of renew it and revive it.
Oh, I know a lot of these guys. There's a few guys on the team, especially in the deep room, Colorado. So, they talk about how excited they are for it. And, I'm excited for them. I know that we've had rivalries, just growing up. Everybody has those kind of rivalries. I know how much it means to them. So, I want to go out there and perform to the best of my ability so they can go home and trash talk to some of those guys that, that they might be on the other team for them. I just want to, help them out and get that win for them.
I wasn't too much of a Buffs fan growing up, to be honest. I was more, I had a few cousins playing at Notre Dame and all that, but, kind of being in CU's backyard, I went to a few games and, I'd watch them on TV. So, it's going to be exciting to kind of go against some guys I used to play with in high school. So I'm really looking forward to it.
And even though the Huskers didn't get a chance to play a game on Saturday, they still got to go through pregame, and most importantly, everybody got to experience the new tunnel walk.
Tunnel walk was incredible for me, just experiencing that again. It's been a long time. You know, it was so loud we couldn't hear any of the music or anything, but you could just feel the energy. So that was the best part of the night.
It was very well received. Honestly, the fans were so loud in the tunnel walk. I know personally I couldn't even hear the song, the music outside, because it was so insane, so loud up there. But I know a lot of people were liking it.
It was exciting. Even some of the new guys said that was new stuff for them. So, just being able to enjoy all that, with them, that's one of those moments you'll never forget. I just kind of soaked it in and just took it all in before the game just because I knew that, this is a moment I'll never forget.
One of a kind. Nobody else does it like that.
Yeah, it's a great experience, to be honest with you. I'm getting so zoned in. I'm getting so pumped up that I didn't even really notice the changes. There's people screaming everywhere around you. You're walking, you're starting to just focus in and, okay, this is what I need to do here. Let's go. And then I didn't even really notice it that much. I noticed it more like before, whenever we were doing the warm-ups and stuff.
And finally, just as Adrian Martinez was getting ready to take his first collegiate snap, the weather delay hit here in Lincoln, and we tried to get an idea of what that first play was going to be, but no luck.
I'm gonna keep it confidential, but you could just say it was gonna be a good one. We felt pretty good about it.
The first play, it was gonna be a run play. Or a pass, yes.
The Huskers will continue preparations here for the Buffaloes with another practice on Tuesday. Reporting with the Nebraska football team in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.